Amber, are you on the Twitch stream too? Amber, are you on the Twitch stream?
Amber, are you on the Twitch stream too?
Uh-oh. What the fuck was that? Echoey. Uh-oh. What the fuck was that? Echoey.
We're caught in a temporal causality loop.
John, fix it!
John, fix it!
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah, so you're hearing it twice.
There, so I muted Twitch. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, see, it was my fault, and I didn't even know it. So yeah, Amber, go to our Twitch, to my Twitch.
Okay. And no, I don't hear the background music. Okay. It says that DMDunn deal is offline.
You should be able to click it because I'm hosting him, though.
Check out CJ's game room.
Oh, is it just rerouting them to you?
I see you Googling. Is that what I'm supposed to see?
Ooh, me or him?
Okay. Him.
Oh, I see. So you're not Googling anything like inappropriate, are you? Like Santa Claus Googled who is naughty. And he got things that he didn't realize he was going to get. Do you have a... John, you need to speak up, bro. Get closer to your microphone. Oh yeah, much better.
That is better.
Now you don't sound like you're in the trash can in the back of the room. You sound like you're next to the computer.
You're not Oscar the Grouch.
So you guys can't see me, right? So I can like pull out like the... So I can pull out the secret stuff that you guys were supposed to like find details on them and shit. Okay. I think I'm going to light a cantrip candle.
He's stealing your views, man.
I'm just routing to you. Whatever. So I just close mine down then and it won't mess anything up then, right? Since we're just going to you anyway, so let me close my Twitch and see if we don't all get disconnected. Yeah. Okay. I think I just lost your audio. I don't hear you now. I see your lips moving though. Oh, now I can. Wait a minute. There's like a weird looking delay from the video on the. Oh. Yeah, that's weird.
I mute Twitch on my phone? Because I'm on my phone.
On the black box on the bottom left, if you like scroll next to it, it popped up for me. It was like a little mute button and a pause button. Except for me, it was like a little mute. But I'm on my laptop, so I don't know. If you scroll to the,
because I have a settings, but it's like,
yeah. Scroll to the,
there we go. I think I did. I think I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to choose specifically just the video as opposed to everything. I don't know if I should count as a player. I do not have encyclopedic D&D knowledge.
So this is open book? Is that what you're saying?
He just said the opposite of that.
Yeah, but it's called selective hearing, right? I hear what I want, what I select I want to hear. Oh my god.
He has the power.
Tonight. Shit.
I mean, I'm still, I've got this very confused look on my face right now while I'm trying to.
I can do video. I'm not dressed all fancy and pretty, but I can do video. I got my lights on because I was trying to do stuff, so it's since like I found out yesterday, it kind of like blurs out the camera lens on my little laptop. A little bit bright, but I'm cool with that. If you guys. Oh well, then I think I'll go get some water and a beer. A tree? Yeah, I think we tried it. You see, what do I have to turn on my camera somewhere? I see Amber.
You can.
Where do you do that at?
In in Discord.
It's on Discord or is it in the Twitch?
Yeah, it's in the Discord.
Oh, it's on the Discord.
I got my drink right here. Brought to you by Lipton Diet Green Citrus.
How bright it is? 'Cause I got my stuff.
You've got like your mini sun.
Look, it's still that one though. Anyways. So, looking forward to next weekend because I get to go to Vegas without kids.
Ooh. Where are you going to Vegas for?
To get away from kids.
Fair.
Now, my niece is turning 30. My niece. I was in high school when she was born and like a little baby, a 1 day old, and now she's fucking 30. It's like, Jesus. I am an old man. Man, how did that happen? I did not condone this. I did not confirm that it was okay to get old. I did not accept that. And I do not accept it. And I'm frustrated too because I have like $100 little mixer shaker thing for my paints and I don't know where I put it. I can't find the damn thing. It's in here somewhere in my organization. Now I'm back to old fashioned shaking. Shake, shake, shake it, baby, shake it. Shake, shake, shake it, shake it, shake it. Some paint shaking.
He lost his shake weight, so he's making do.
You gotta get, if you get the one, you gotta do like the shake weight.
Shaken, not stirred.
If you get two, then you can be like, oh. Shake, 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 shake away. I'll be popping my glasses on and off. If there's a visual, let me know. Tell them to go to Discord and do the volume. Yeah, I'm not looking at that. No, it's not a question. Tell him. You say, go to Discord. You don't, I thought you had kids. I thought you learned how to talk to people already. Wow. Wow, because you think I'm horrible, or wow, because you just learned something? No, you were like trying to be nice. It's like directing them. It's like, no, it's not a question. Not if you want to. It's like, get your ass over there so we can hear you. No, like an it's like an employee, which would be worse than your.
I don't want to work for you.
It sounds like the people that Amber works for, which is why she's looking for a new job. Or did you already find one?
I actually did. I put in my notice today. It's okay. Yeah, they know. I put in my notice today. I felt sad too because most of the people I work with are actually really, really great. It was just
the manager.
One or two. Yeah.
Isn't that what they say? People they don't leave jobs, they leave managers.
Yeah.
Well, you gave it to him as a choice, so he's probably still just deciding if he wants to or not. You didn't tell him to. In voice talking. Oh, you're like, you can do it. You can do it.
Lets me copy the message. Let's see.
Oh my god, really? Wow. You can do it, put your back into it. You have to have like the sound clips queued up for that stuff. So you can just like punch the button and actually get like the, you can do it, put your back into it. 'Cause that was actually a good little call. Yeah, that was a good call, bud. Good call out.
Yeah, see, it worked. There's my name.
In the Discord, can't we just talk? That's what chatting is. Oh, wait, I thought we were already talking. Oh, wait, we're
The
going to.
link that you put in Twitch, right?
Oh, Jesus, how many links are we going to now?
It's just the one.
I already went from Twitch to Discord to Twitch to. All right, so I gotta go open Twitch again, and then let's see, Twitch. Okay, and then I'm in Twitch. Now, where's this? Oh wait, I click on the Kahoot.it question mark thing. Click on that. You just said not to do it. All right, what's the game pin?
Yeah, see, I made it.
I wasn't. You said not to do anything on Twitch. I was on Discord. I didn't have Twitch open.
Failure to follow directions.
Wait, Eric's typing in on the Twitchy stuff. Yeah, he just typed in like, "Is Dusty not live streaming?" And I said no. He's not home at the moment. No, I'm saying Eric just said I'm not at home. Oh, in your streaming career. No, I've got no. This isn't going into mine. This is going into yours. So this is now the most. It's yes, it's more than I've ever had too. But the point is this is going into your stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't get to see. I didn't see any of that because that was you. I guess you chatting from. Yeah. Hey, you're the one told me to turn my camera on. I don't see nothing. I'm only looking at the Kahoot thing. Do I look at the Twitch? Do I look at the Discord? Or do I look at the Kahoot? What am I supposed to be looking at, bro? So I got to leave my
They're saying they can't hear you at all in Twitch, though.
because I got to go on Discord.
Yeah.
He has to go to
Can you?
Discord for the audio. That's not true? Oh. Here, I thought we were on Discord for
Yeah. See, it's just you. They can't hear. Yeah, they can't hear you, but they can hear me and Dusty.
well, I don't think it's God's fault. This is why I don't like to try to play online, because it's just so much technical stuff that I don't even know how to fix. I'd be like, sorry. I guess it's just not
Okay, so can you hear me now? I'm sure you can hear me now. Eric, can you hear me?
There it is.
Yeah.
I can hear the
nice.
echo now. I never figured out how to turn the audio off on Twitch.
Can we hear Eric though?
I can't hear Eric at all. He's not on Discord.
Well, I thought somebody just said you don't have to be on Discord.
So Dusty, to hear somebody's voice
I'll just-
or to
I'll
see
just
somebody's
say
face,
I'm sorry.
you got to be on Discord. Discord is our phone right now. Okay, Discord is our phone. Okay, so pick up the phone, which means get on Discord. If you're not, hey, no problem. Loser. No, sorry, you're fine. If you're not. Okay, so let's go. All you need to do, I'm going to press start, and then on your browser, in your browser window where it says Kahoot, you can answer the questions, okay?
Where do we type?
I don't know. You press.
We type our answer.
You type your answer. So let's do the first
There'll
one,
be something
okay?
that comes up as soon as you hit it, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm going to press start, and I got DMDunn and Ambi are the only two in this game. So here we go. Let's hit start. Boom.
This is terrible. I have fat fingers, though.
SoCal D&D Trivia is what I call this. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Quiz.
No, mine's still loading too.
It says question 1. Yeah. What?
I see colors and shapes, that's all.
Yeah, I picked one.
Oh, you have to pick one?
Yeah.
I guess. That's what I did.
Which of the following does not have a hit dice of D8?
Yes!
Wow, you both got it right. Very
I had no idea
nice.
what does that even
I
mean?
didn't even see the question. I was like, ooh, blue.
There was no question. I just picked blue too. There was no question. There were no words. It was literally four rectangles of colors with different shapes in the center.
Oh crap! Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Is that with you, Amber, too?
Yes, I didn't see any
You guys, so
question.
you didn't even see the question.
No, there was no
I'm
question.
that good.
Okay, so it said, which of the following does not have a hit dice of D8? The red was Warlock, the blue was Sorcerer, the yellow was Monk, and the green was Druid. And you guys
Yeah,
didn't
I
see...
just saw blue diamond and I pressed it.
I'm the same. All I saw was a blue diamond and I clicked it.
Oh my god. Okay, maybe I've never hosted one of these before. So let's see what happens next time if I go next. Scoreboard. And Amber, you pressed faster than Dusty, so you're in the lead.
Oh. Oh shit. Well, then.
Here we go.
I was waiting for a question.
Next, here we go.
I just picked a color. So
What year was D&D
faster.
created? 1969, 1974, 1976, or 1981? You can't see these responses or the question?
No, all I see is I just see the same, like the 4 different colors.
Same thing.
squares.
There's just 4 colors and 4 shapes. There's no words.
Totally
There's no nothing.
Really, well, that's...
Hey, but I got the right answer.
You got the...
Unless, John, you want to read us a question or something, or are we just randomly picking?
You know what? Yeah, so I'll read it to you. I'll be the...
3, 2, 1. Picking one.
Yeah, so the answer, there's
green.
1969, 1974, 1976, or 1981.
And it was 74, right?
It was 1974. That's correct. That's blue.
See, okay, because I waited. Yeah, so I figured it was like, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I
Right.
listened and I answered, but yeah, on my screen I literally just it's like that thing where the kids have where they have to put the shape in the hole. That's
pretty...
what it looks like.
And I
Oh, hang
didn't
on.
hear
There we
you.
go. Wait.
I
I
didn't
think I
hear
got
you
it.
either.
Here we go. Settings, show questions and
You
answers.
guys all cut out. I didn't hear. If you were talking, I read the question. I didn't hear anything. Oh, well, that would be helpful.
Okay, let's see if this works. Again, question number 3. And Amber still.
Okay.
There you go. There's number 3. In
Aha.
5e, can you read this?
Yes.
Which of the following
When it's not
actions
your
can be
turn.
performed when it is not your turn? A reaction, B, a movement, C, a main action, and D, giving someone a potion. Oh, there's music here now too, so we can...
Boom.
Boom. Amber, a reaction. Was that you, Amber?
Yeah.
Dusty, you not answering here, bud? He looks like he's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
This is going so well.
Amber, you were so worried that you were going to have a problem with this.
Yeah, it's almost better when I don't know the question because apparently I just answer right anyway.
So everybody, yes, in 5e, what can be performed when it's not your turn? That's correct. A reaction. You cannot move, you cannot perform an action, and you cannot give someone a potion, which would be, depending on how you view it, an action or a reaction, but we don't usually say, give someone else a potion on your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Dusty is out.
I win.
Well,
I win by
I'm
default.
gonna wait till he comes back. That's not so nice.
Oh, he's gone. He fully
He's
disconnected.
gonzo. Really, Dusty?
Do you have are those watermelon slices behind you? What is that on that chair behind you?
Now this is a piece of wood. These are just cushions. They're just cushions you sit on.
Oh, they're cushions. Oh, aha! I was right. That is a watermelon slice.
And I'm sitting on a crushed kiwi and a crushed orange.
A kiwi and an orange.
So, originally got for my son, but then it turned into something that we like to use too.
Into your gift, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna wait. Here. You're probably gonna get. These are not. By the way, these are not deep cut D&D questions.
Yeah.
Anybody who kind of plays. Not people who've played for years and years and go deep into the lore and stuff. That's not what this is about. So, I could do.
Okay.
Because I would have no idea. I'm creating the question, so I would have no idea. Hey there, DMDunn. He's back. And now he's figuring out how to get the volume on.
Yeah.
He's got his camera on. Hey, man. Oh.
It's like he logged on just to judge us intently.
See if we do what we do. Oh, hang on. There you go.
Hey,
we can hear you. We can hear you, Dusty.
I'm trying to figure out how to get back on. Oh, here we go. There's Discord. Okay.
You're in Discord. Discord's working great for you.
My wife started her video chat, and I think I got my ignorant. And I'm trying to figure out how to get back to. Trying to figure out how to get back to your Twitch, but I don't know.
You don't need to worry about Twitch. Actually, that's the thing.
Okay.
Just go back.
Just go to your browser for the game.
The game in Kahoot.
What do I type? Can somebody tell me what to type?
Did you? I mean, did your computer crash? Did it just crash?
/ Yes. My whole internet. I was disconnected from the internet and everything.
Did you? So your browser?
You can't just refresh your browser.
Yeah.
No, because I did the link from the Twitch chat. I clicked the link. I didn't type it in.
Yeah, but the browser popped up, didn't it? Didn't your browser pop up? Anyway, look.
Did you try turning it off and back on again?
So you can't tell me what to type in the web browser is what you're telling me?
Apparently not, considering the game's already going. Hang on.
Then I'm gonna have.
I guess you'll have to go to the Twitch.
Oh no, I guess you
link?
go. Can you just go kahoot.it and then? And then yeah, here we go. Just go to so Dusty. Type in your browser kahoot.it, kahoot.it.
I'm finding it. I'm logging back into Twitch now.
No, you don't need to worry about Twitch.
Oh, I can't log up and see the old chats, so I can't see what it was.
No, but it doesn't matter though, Dusty. Just go to open a browser.
Mm-hmm.
And then type in the address bar kahoot.it.
Kahoot.
HOOT. Yep, and then the game pin, it should say game pin.
Yep.
So type in 501 560 and then enter.
Sorry, the nickname is taken.
Okay, so Dusty won.
Already in there, it says.
Dusty won.
Get ready. You'll be
Okay.
able to join soon.
There we go. Okay, here we go. So that was question 3 that Amber got. A reaction.
Well,
which of the following, in 5e, which of the following actions can be performed when it is not your turn?
Reaction.
Yes, okay, very good. Amber got it because your system died. Here we go. Ready? Next one.
I won by default.
Oh, we got DMDunn and DMDunn deal. There we go. Here we go. Next.
So Eric's not in?
Okay.
Nope. What happens when you roll a 1 when rolling a death saving throw?
Boo.
Instant
If I was
death
the
or 2
DM, that's
failures?
how I
No,
do
the
it.
answer is 2 failures. You're unconscious for an hour or you stabilize, you take 2 failures. So, nice try. We don't do instant death. Oh, DMDunn deal. Oh, DMDunn deal. Trying to make a big power play here. Okay, true or false? Correct, ladies and gentlemen. That's correct. Who the heck called this creatures in conflict? Nobody.
It sounds like something they'd use in a TV show to avoid copyright claims.
To avoid calling it the world's greatest role-playing game. That's right. Okay. Here we go. Next. It's question 6.
Oh.
Pathfinder is the
I know that
correct answer. I think I spelled Cthulhu wrong, but yeah, so it was in, I think, 3rd edition. It was at Hasbro, or it was Hasbro spun off, not Hasbro, TSR. There was some legal stuff going on, and they gave the sort of publishing of D&D to, not D&D, but of the system to Paizo, and they spun it off calling it Pathfinder. There are lots of historical documents on that. Just go online and you can have something. I'm cutting out again?
Oh, not for me. It might be Dusty's.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a big pause in there for me.
Internet connection. Anyway, okay, so yes, it's Pathfinder. That's correct. There you go. All right, next one. True or false?
Wait, what? Oh, this is going like. Wait, these are like.
Really?
You make these questions?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he made them. You haven't. You didn't.
The answer's
DM
true. I
before
mean,
5e?
you never DM. I'm hoping this is right. So DMDunn, you never. You only did 5e was the first time you DM'd something, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. It doesn't seem
I thought
like it,
you've
does
been
it,
DMing
Amber?
for like 50 years.
Exactly. That's called passion and drive, man. So good stuff. No, but this is the first one. 5e. 5e is the first one DM'd. Here we go. Question 8 out of 10.
Oh man, I don't know.
What?
Answer's D100.
Incorrect.
Really? I
yeah.
almost said that one, but I was like, no, I've used that one more often.
So
No,
here's the thing.
I like never use
I throw in my red challenge flag.
D12.
What is referred to versus what is actually
Considered. No.
things. You said
What's
what is
considered? Whether it really is in your game.
What is considered is the D12 is considered.
If you're a barbarian, you're a barbarian and you're using heavy weapons, D12s are used quite a bit, right? D100.
Yeah,
no,
like,
I'll say that D100s are used by sorcerers.
That's not the question,
for wild magic, right? But of all the dice that are rolled at a D&D table, in general, it's considered the D100 is the least used. Because you don't use them for saving throws, attacks,
D100
damage.
is literally the least used. But when you talk D&D, like you go into all these chats and everything, the D12 is referred to as the least used dice.
That's not, well.
So I disagree with your judgmental question and answer there. Because that's not
fine.
factual. That is your opinion. That's
you know what? Even if it's wrong, fine, and I'll give it to both of you then, and it's not going to set it. It's not
we still cancel each other out.
Cancel each other out.
We'll know the speed because if we answered it faster than the other one, didn't you say we get more points for answering faster?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but your internet sucks, so automatically I'm answering faster.
Oh. Okay.
And as I clearly laid out at the beginning of this about the number of red flag challenges and the all that stuff, yeah, I didn't lay out any of that stuff.
So since my challenge was successful, I didn't lose, and I still have another challenge.
Wow, did you hear what just happened, Amber? You just paused and then went really fast. Yeah. Good luck, Dusty. Okay, next one. Here we go. Redeem. You can redeem it. Come away here.
How am I supposed to know that?
It's actually. Hello. You want to say hi? Hello. Okay. So the answer is.
How am I wrong?
You are not wrong. So I am wrong. It actually is more than 100 years, right?
Oh, well then, hey, I got it right too. What the heck?
You guys both got it right.
Again, I pull out my challenge flag, and I think your answers are incorrect.
They can't hear you. Yes, they can hear you, actually. They can hear you. What? What do you want? No.
And Amber, it was mentioned in this game.
It was. That's right.
Yeah, I know, but that's probably why I guessed it right in the first place. But still, I'm not going to have the.
Well, that's how you said. How am I supposed to know? Like because we talked.
Oh, because I was supposed to remember like one piece of data from multiple weeks worth of games at this point.
This is kind of like the.
Most good players do take notes.
Whoa!
I don't have my notebook. Oh, so I'm supposed to flip through my notebook now?
That was not the purpose of tonight's trivia. So. I made a mistake because I thought it was at least 75, but I'm like, was it more than 100? Yeah, I think it was, but yeah, you're totally right. Dusty, of course, knows his own game. And that's part of canon in Bloodlines and Power. So that battle for Tiamat was over 100 years ago. And what is the age that we're living in now called? Is there an age of that was the great, not the great cleaving, the great what was it called there, Dusty? When the dragons retook over the world?
The Battles of Claim.
The Battles of Claim. I should have put that in there too, yeah. Okay, just 1 second.
The Great Battles of Claim were the 25 years immediately after Tiamat.
There we go. And we'll extend this a little bit.
After she was vanquished back into the 9 hells in which she came.
There we go. Okay, last question.
Well, hell, did I get a chance to catch up or not?
No.
No.
Do it right here, man.
If a dwarf gets an... talking about D&D. Nice one, Amber. Hey, look. Amber may be first, but Dusty's second and third. He gets 2 medals.
What?
Get 2 medals. Very nice. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for...
some of the questions and still moved up to second place.
We can do another game, by the way. You want to try another game?
Well, yeah, since I would have a chance to
But
actually answer all the
it's
questions.
not a
that might-
D&D. It's not a D&D game. I haven't. I think
Oh.
this is. Let's see what we
You
got.
only put together like 4 questions?
That was
Can we
10
do a Star Trek
questions.
one so I can like certainly win?
Sure. Let me find if there's a Star Trek one.
Oh,
Hang on.
it was 10?
Oh, really?
Trivia for the rest of us: Star Trek versus Star Wars. How about that?
Ooh,
Star Trek?
there we
I
go.
can see that.
Let's
There's
try
a Star
this.
Trek.
Well, yeah,
Let's
but
try
it's
this.
versus Star Wars.
I've never. Let's try this one. And
I know Star Wars, but I don't know Star Wars. Like, so Dusty, you might have the advantage on that part.
But I don't know Star Trek. Oh, I got kicked out.
Okay.
it's okay. No, it's okay. It's all right. Team players go head to head using their own device. Classic mode. Let's do this.
What, Dominic? Not right now, buddy.
I'm gonna do friendly nickname generator. That's classic mode. Get ready to join. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. So there's a new pin.
Oh, son of a monkey butt. God dang it. Oh,
Okay. It's just a pin. Calm down.
no, I broke a leg. I dropped and a leg came off.
Oh no.
Oh no, that sucks.
Fucking minis.
Can you do you have quick hold? And glue it back together?
Glue? I find that glue doesn't work very good on these fucking things, so I'm gonna have to resin weld it. Because he's a resin print. Fucking bullshit.
Womp womp.
Donkey balls. Who on a stick?
What's the new pin?
Poo on a stick. There's a new pin. It's 919-8798.
Oh shit. That wasn't typed in there. Say it again.
919-8798.
Okay, you gotta stop. You just fucking you there was a pause in there. I gotta go lag. I got 919.
919-8798.
Oh, and we have to randomly get our nickname?
Yeah.
I just changed it. Your nickname is Spin It. Yep. Okay, I'm Smart Tiger.
It's okay, I'm awesome.
Is that what it says? You're awesome, dear? Okay, here we go.
I'm
We got
awesome. I just go by my first name, Awesome.
So I got Smart Tiger, Awesome Deer, Quick Raven, and Silly Gator.
Well, we got
Ooh, who's Silly Gator? I'm Quick Raven. Who's Silly Gator? Is that Eric, maybe?
Did Eric join?
Yes, I don't know. Let's see.
Or do we have a
Here we go. Start Kahoot at home.
Well, we're on our random
Trivia for the rest of us. Star Trek versus Star Wars. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Quiz.
Oh.
Luke
Okay.
Skywalker.
Where's John? Oh, we're just picking one or the other. That's how that
Yeah,
works.
I guess so.
Oh, he was Star Trek, right?
Luke's.
Didn't he fly like that the USS Death Star or something?
Don't know.
Wasn't that in Star Trek?
The Millennium
Hell was I?
Enterprise.
Am I smart?
Oh my god, that was actually pretty smart. I give her an extra 500 points.
Captain James T. Kirk.
So my lag is just really gonna fuck me in this whole game, right?
Yes.
Apparently. Yeah.
I'm just automatically-
How the hell? Who else is in this game?
Hey, you're on Twitch. It could be somebody from China for all we know, or Australia.
I mean, it could
or,
be. Yeah, I guess so.
Or we don't know. That was the whole point of being on Twitch.
Oh, it is Silly Gator. Oh no, it's sorry. Here we go. It's Silly Gator. Awesome, Eric.
Oh, it's Eric?
Way to be Silly Gator. Okay. Okie dokie. So here we go. Go to the next one. So Quick Raven is in first. Oh, and Awesome Deer. Awesome and Quick. Silly Gator and Smart Tiger. I'm Smart Tiger. Silly Gator is Eric. Quick Raven is Amber, and Awesome Deer is Dusty. Okay, just so that we all know. Here we go. Next one. 3. Vulcans. Come on. I'm still behind. Okay, fine. We're all right. Wow, this is pretty.
What place am I?
Can't you see?
Say what place we're in?
Yeah, can't you? You should be able to see it on the screen.
No. No, I just see the current question.
I see my point total, but I don't see what
Alright,
it is in relation to other people.
Let's
your
just
point total, Amber?
see.
That's
I
a
just can't see.
secret.
Oh, shit. That sounds
Here
like
we
you're
go.
tricking us.
Next one. Wookiees. Oh, come on.
Did you say cookies?
Wookiees.
I
Here we
ordered
go.
Girl Scout cookies today. I can't wait for them to be delivered.
Here we go, folks. Constitution class. Okay, this is to. Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh, I'm out of the game now.
Oh, crap. I
Uh-oh.
lost that. Oh.
I was too quick for
First
my own
crack.
The 3 of
I
us
was
were wrong on
too
that
fast
one.
for my own good.
Quick Raven. There you go.
I didn't realize there was visuals. I was only answering whenever there were questions. Shit. I didn't realize they had. See, my shit's too slow. You guys gotta like give me like a handicap.
Quick Raven. 7 correct answers in a row. Look at this. Okay, here we go. Behavioral system, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, dang it. I knew after I pressed it, I was like, oh, I recognized that artwork.
We were all wrong. Look at that.
Oh, gee, the person with the lightsabers. I wonder which franchise she's from.
Okay. Oh, silly gators. Oh, look at this.
Is what? You keep saying.
Sorry, you guys can't. Maybe it's because I'm
Stuff,
hosting.
then
I can
what's
see the
happening?
scoreboard.
I think you as the host can see it. Yeah.
I think I'm the only
No,
one
we
that
cannot
can
see the scoreboard. We've already told you that.
Okay, so sorry. Okay, next one. I'm on the podium, it says. Project Genesis. No, that was a Star Trek one. Silly Gator. Oh, well, there should be like a halfway announcement or something here.
Well, you can see what question it is out of 20.
That's true. All right, 12 out of 20. Okay, next is... We all knew that was Star Wars. Okay. Damn it. We were a little unsure of that one. Okay.
What's this wee business?
What you mean, we? Fucking mouse in your pocket? No, you're talking about me. That's what Amber said.
It's like the royal we.
got that one wrong. The Tarkin Doctrine. Come on, Grand Moff Tarkin. We should know that.
Admiral Tarkin.
Is that Admiral? No, Grand Moff.
I think so. Yes. Now you're making me question myself, though. Governor? I don't know.
Grand Moff. The Oberth class.
Give birth class? Female.
Wow.
I only know Deneb because there was a DOS
Deneb.
game called Star Trek, I think, in the 80s. And one of the
You told you wrong. It's Deneb.
Deneb? Sorry.
Deneb 4.
Deneb.
I think I just watched the episode with it the other day. I've been rewatching TNG while I was sick.
Oh, nice. 19 of 20. Okay. Y'all got that one right. Last question, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how we do. Quick.
I got an epic win, it says.
It said you got an epic win?
Yeah.
There you go.
Did you get like every question right?
No, I missed that one. My score is 18,941.
Out of 1900.
And mine's 16,833. Awesome Deer is 15,833. Let's see if I hit what happens with hitting next.
Alrighty then.
Okay, well, interesting. The Acclimator class. Star Destroyer. Interesting. Okay. So that was great, you guys. I've just learned about Kahoot. I kind of like this. This is cool. Let's see if there's another. This is somebody else made this, and we get to just.
Let's do something that doesn't have Star Trek in it. God damn it!
Oh, like only Star Wars. How about Dallas Cowboys? Let's go check out
I literally
Dallas
have
Cowboys.
like my Star Trek books right here.
No, you know what? We're gonna look at Vancouver Canucks hockey trivia. Okay, how about that? That's nice and general for everybody. Yeah.
Only if I could bring my spouse in.
Okay, so let's.
Then at least I have the Canadian help.
Mark sent me an email a while back with a bunch of Canadian memes. He told me to forward it to you, and I haven't done it.
Please do, man.
Oh.
I'll have to find that email and send it to you.
Good try, Eric. Oops, Eric.
Are you being sarcastic now, Tom?
No, he just said I suck at this. Good try, man. So, let's. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. We got NASA. Oh, NASA.
You found about Cowboys?
No, I'm just looking at the different. You can see if you go to Twitch, you can see what I'm looking at. But
how about we do like Harry Potter versus Lord of the Rings or something like that?
Let's see if they have that. Okay, find me a Kahoot about
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Are you guys Lord of the Rings fans? Of course.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
But I
I haven't read the books. I've seen the movies.
It's been a while.
I even saw I've seen those 70s movies. My dad had me watch those, the ones that were like the.
I tell you what, if
with
you guys
the weird
give about
animation.
9 hours, I can go watch them real quick, and then we can get ready for it.
Real quick.
We'll wait for you. Yeah.
I did watch the 3 of them for the holidays though, so it's kind of fresh in my mind.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I hadn't watched them in years, so it was great. Okay, so
yeah,
let's
I haven't
go.
watched them in a while.
Let's
either.
choose one that's got 20 questions. Lord of the Rings, okay?
Oh, it is Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
All right.
Specific
What's our
one for
game?
Lord of the Rings. Or 10. How about we do 10? We do 10 questions. Do the 10 question one. See if how that goes.
Yeah, let's do is there a 12 question one?
Yeah. So
There it is.
There is no 12 question one. This is the D100 one. Lord of the Rings classic mode. Game options. What are my game options? Let your Bitmoji host your. No, I don't have Bitmoji. Show questions, answer by devices, lobby music. Yes.
Oh, I can see you now.
What? Oh, that's scary. It's like Tomorrowland from Disneyland, man. And freaking eye. Randomized order questions, randomized order of answers, step join. I don't know what these mean. Automatically move through questions. I'm going to do that.
Amber, tell me those are all D&D books above your head there.
They are almost entirely Star Trek books.
Wow.
Except there's like my Calvin and Hobbes. I got the Calvin and Hobbes collection, and then a few other like
Calvin and Hobbes collection.
comic books.
Very
Yes,
nice.
I love. Like I had. You remember Scholastic Book Club? Like I used to have all of those, the paperback ones, and then I got that collection. So then I passed my paperback ones on to my son, so he has his own set of Calvin and Hobbes, because I had like all of them. Calvin and Hobbes is my favorite, like Sunday morning,
I love Calvin and Hobbes,
newspaper cartoon, like comic strip thing.
So what are those 3 big books in that sleeve together?
That one, yeah, those are the Calvin and Hobbes ones.
Oh, those are the Calvin and Hobbes. Damn.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, guys, here we go.
Was that like all the
mode.
comics put together in like a book collection or something?
Yeah, from like front to back, and then it's got some like little extra details in there about Bill Watterson and how he started off and all that. A little bit of autobiographical information.
All right, I'm gonna switch over to the Kahoot screen now.
It's 5-1.
Should I
It's
do you have the pin yet?
Yep, 516-9504. 516-9504.
I'm feeling fuzzy today.
And we're doing random nicknames again.
I'm feeling like a fuzzy goose.
And I'm Happy Wolf.
Oh.
I'm a fuzzy goose.
You're fuzzy
I'm
goose?
a royal griffin. I'm keeping the feathered theme going, I guess.
There we go. Here we go. It's just going to happen automatically now. Happy Wolf, Royal Griffin, and Fuzzy Goose. Awesome.
Wait, is Eric? What's Eric? Is Eric in? Oh my
Oh
god.
jeez.
How come I can't? Oh, there we go.
I was a little slow on that one.
I was really slow on that one.
I was like trying to go, what the fuck are all these fucking names? What? Who? What?
Here we go. What is the rhyme of the One Ring?
Wait, did I misread something? Shit, I misread something there. I got nervous trying to go fast and I fucked it up.
That's the problem. You get to balance fast or right?
Yeah.
I'm back for the armies of Rohan and Minas Tirith.
Wait, what? Where?
Where do they go to get back up for the armies of Rohan? Did you say lightning smart? Lightning smart.
I mean, you were fast?
Yeah.
Wicked smart.
Wicked smart. He's wicked smart.
Yeah, I'm not as knowledgeable on these things.
Yeah, I'm not doing too good on this
when
one.
Misty hands reach up him at the paths of the dead. There we go.
I'm getting none of these right. I've gotten one right so far.
Hey, we got Eric.
Okay, you gotta
Eric
give us the
is
correct
in now,
answer?
too. Eric is in here too, so.
Where is the
battle when
battle?
Aaron confronts
Where
the
is the
captain of
battle?
Nazgul?
When Arrowin.
Okay.
Ugh. She stabs him right in his face.
Mm-hmm. What is the name of the place where Saruman commands from live?
Oh shit! Wrong button.
Yay! I got one.
There you go.
It's the little things. You gotta celebrate the little victories.
Who is Saruman's servant?
Ooh, that's not right. Wait, maybe? I was right.
Grima.
They gave us all the hard questions and we're only doing 10 of them.
Who of these is not an official wizard? Oh. I think it's Sauron. Yep. Okay, let's see what we got going here. What distinguishes the One Ring from the other rings? There we go.
That was a slow answer. Shit, trying to read all those answers. At least I'm in the top 3 out of 4.
Which of these is an ent? Good question.
Top 5
Epic win!
out of 5.
Second place. What's up?
Epic win here, baby.
John, you beat me?
Yep.
You got first?
I got first. Epic win, first place.
I got second place.
Woo.
I knocked Amber off the pedestal. Fucking Star Trek.
Hey, we had... Well, what happened here?
I have my one thing I know.
Hang on, something's still going on here.
Well, you're in charge.
It's
Yeah,
just
you're the host.
Charge, buddy. What the
just doing this automatically. What the hell? Well, that's okay. Okay,
It's the same questions.
That's just stupid.
It's like you got it wrong the first
Stop,
time.
Stop.
No, I got that
Stop
one right.
the
Come on,
damn-
bro.
No, stop the damn. I can't even stop it. Give me a break.
You can't stop.
You
it.
shall not continue.
I got 974 points on that one.
How did you stop this damn
Because of the lag. Otherwise, I've had
I mean, I
1,000.
guess you could close the browser.
You just,
That's one way
I'm
to
closing the
stop
browser. There, it's like, yeah, I'm closing it. There we go. Boom, leave.
I was winning.
Okay, let's see if there's another. Let's do one more. It has nothing to do with. Let's see.
Hey, Potter.
Discover. Let's find one. Disney one.
Disney.
Marvel. STEM.
Ooh,
NASA.
well-
Explore. How about NASA?
Okay.
NASA has an official
depends. Do
Kahoot,
they
by the way.
consider Pluto a planet?
Right? There you go.
They actually, I was playing Trivia for Dummies with my family, and that game is, at least the version we have is several years old.
Right.
And the way you play the game is you get 10 cards. It's like, 0 through 9.
Right.
And so when you answer questions, you can throw out a number or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the questions we got was how many planets are in a solar system?
Or in
And
a
everybody
solar
put
system.
8, but it said 9 because it's from when Pluto was still a planet. It actually caused a fight to break out because some people did put 9 and some people put 8, and they're like, it's 8. It's like, well, the card says 9. I don't know what to tell you.
Kind of like the question says how many years since TMI, and it's more than 500 years, and over 100 is wrong.
What? Okay.
That was a dig, and you put in
yeah.
the wrong answer as the right answer.
I've learned in life sometimes you just don't even talk. Just like let it go. Move on. Okay, so let's do one more. What are we going to look at? Ranger Rick, Star Wars, Minecraft?
Star Wars!
No. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Life and Achievements. No, we're a little old for that. That was earlier this week. The Guessing Game with Olav.
No.
Winter Facts with Frozen. How about general... Okay, popular topics. We got general knowledge, trivia, geography, math, science, and history. General knowledge. If we don't like any of them, we go to general knowledge. Yeah, top songs of the 2000s? What? No.
No.
World War I overview. There's got to be some other D&D thing here. Let's see. There's
Did
gotta
you
be
actually
one.
search for Dungeons and Dragons? Is it not in there? They might actually have one.
There are. Well, the first one I did was somebody else's. So yes. Let's see. D&D. That's Department
I
of
thought it said
Defense.
the first one you did, you made up.
No, sorry. The first one I made it up. So Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, here we go. Oh. No, there are some. Okay, good.
Hey!
Here we go. Let's go Dungeons and Dragons. 11 questions.
All right.
No, I don't think these questions. What is
Are
Dungeons
you
and
looking at the
Dragons is the question. I can actually see the questions. It says,
Well, that's fucking
what is this monster?
Yeah.
That is cheating, bro. If you can see the questions
I
ahead of
can't see,
time.
but I don't know what I could click to see the answers, but
Even reading the question gives you a head start on the question.
the first 10, I didn't participate in the first quiz. Don't worry.
You're saying you're not participating in this one?
I didn't say that. Here we go. Here we go. Continue with basic, and let's go. Your Kahoot is now up and running, classic mode. Let's use your own nicknames. You can do whatever nickname you want now. Classic mode.
You gotta give us the pin first.
Game pin is 5720926.
All right, John, you gotta wait 5 seconds before you answer the first question since you've already looked at the
No
answer
problem.
to the questions.
I'll tell everyone what the first question is. What is Dungeons and Dragons? How is that going to help me do any of this stuff? I don't know.
What's the other question? What's the other question you saw?
I don't even remember. No, one of them was, what monster is this? And
Now, what was it?
I don't know.
There was no picture.
No. Well, that's not true. There was. I was going to cheat. So it was a beholder. Here we go. Let's go for it. Oh, you choose your nickname, you guys?
Yep.
Get ready. 3, 2.
I went with Fluffy Butt today.
What is Dungeons and Dragons? Okay.
I'm 4th out of 4. Woohoo!
I see. Oh, I see. What characters can you choose to play as? Okay. We have Supreme Leader, DMCJ, DMDunn, and E-Man. What is this monster?
Floating eyeball. I mean, they're not wrong.
That's funny eyeballs, I guess. Right?
These balls.
What monster is this? Ooh.
Oh shit! I went too fast.
Aw. Yeah, I did too, apparently.
I took my time.
To be fair, I'm working on like a little phone
To be
screen.
fair. That's true. Yep. What is this monster's flaws?
Looks stupid.
I mean,
What dragon is it?
it's like I don't know what that was.
Which dragon? Did somebody get the dragon right? What color was it?
Yeah, it was a copper dragon. I got that one wrong.
Oh shit! Well, now I already answered.
What is this monster? We know that one.
I have that mini. That skinny mini.
Was that exact image, huh?
No, it's a different, like, they use their own art. I think actually
what
the
is
skinny
this
mini art looks
monster?
cooler. What the heck? I don't know.
I made it to the podium.
There you go.
Gotta like fucking look at the monster manual to play this game. What the hell?
You kind of hey, you do need this, but if you don't have it, you have to take a guess. What you always do when you see this monster? Huh.
I feel
You're
like this
supposed
is
to trust
a
it.
subjective question.
Kind of, right? I mean, if you're evil, you want to kill it, right? A flump is
Or if you
supposed to
don't
be
wanna deal
good.
with the
They're supposed
shit,
to
you
be
walk
nice.
away.
What is this monster?
What?
I like the blue one. What is
That's the one I
this?
picked.
The blue one's got to be right if you don't know. What is this? It's a gibbering mouther.
What is a? Jesus.
I got that right. A slad. How do you know if it's a There we go. First place. There we go.
I got third. Woohoo!
Oh, what the?
Is it starting over again?
Yeah, it is.
I got
Why
second
did
behind the guy that was pre-reading the questions.
Can you please get out? It's autoplay. That's why. Okay, let's not start this. It's the same game. Okay, so let's stop with the trivia. And I know Eric's not on, but that's okay. So a quick question for you guys. So now we're going to just go to the just chatting phase of this, which will only last a couple minutes, and then we'll have, or however long we want it to. So let's, I can't put things that are copyrighted on in the background, can I? Damn, what can I can do, I know what I can do. I could do some NCS. There. So we're putting some no copyright sounds in the background. And I don't need to worry about copyright. I have no idea if these are any good. Gamers use these so they don't need to get in trouble with copyright strikes. Okay, so here's the question. I'm going to throw out a question, and then you guys can, each one of us ask the others about 7? 42? No.
The answer.
No. What is your favorite? What is so far in Dungeons and Dragons? What has been your favorite character?
Gibbering Mouther.
D12.
D12.
100 years ago, more than 100 years ago. So, Amber, what has been your favorite D&D character? Like, not your character, what your class, like the class of character that you've played so far. Which one have you enjoyed the most?
Cleric.
Well, really, cleric.
I almost always roll cleric. Because I'm support. There's a reason I'm an admin. It's because it's who I am.
So your personality, it's more your personality type.
It really is. Like even before D&D, like even when I play like, you know, online MMOs or whatever, I tend to pick the priest or the, you know, whatever the healing class is. That's what I always gravitate towards.
Are bards good supporters as well, as far as like helping buff and the good guys and debuff the bad guys?
Yeah, they're support too, but they're a different kind of support. I don't know. I tend to go for the straight up, like actually wanting to heal,
You want to be more
people.
like
Somebody goes down, and then you want to just make them feel better, kind of thing.
Yeah, I want to run in and help. Yeah, there's been times. It's funny. Like there was one time when I wasn't allowed to play cleric because somebody already picked it, so I was paladin instead. I was like, if I can't be cleric, I'll be a paladin.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a halfling paladin with I had rolled 20 for my charisma.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
So I remember there was one point where like two people, like somebody in my group and like the bad guy were kind of getting into it with each other and about to come to blows. And they were like, it was like an orc and a half orc or something like that, like two really big classes. And I run into the middle of them, and I told the DM, I was like, I'm gonna run in, and I'm gonna tell him to stop. I'm gonna get right between them, and I'm gonna try to push them apart. And he's like, all right, you're gonna have to roll for that. And I rolled a d20 and it got a perfect 20 plus my charisma. He was like, all right, I guess it works. So I go, like, my little halfling goes between these two giants and just pulls them apart.
That's cool. That would have been cool. That's good. That's like good role play though. I mean, halfling paladin's awesome too.
Well, the first thing I have about that is why did the DM say there couldn't be two clerics?
I don't know. I think they just wanted to
balance,
spread it out.
Let the players play what they want to play. If they don't have the right people in the party, then that's their fault.
Yeah,
it worked out. I got to mess around as a paladin. Just like now, like I knew you guys had like that kind of class, so I decided to go for actual. I've never like this is the first time I've ever played like an attack, like straight up like DPS type character where you actually run in and just poke stuff with sharp things, you know.
Well, I don't know if Mark's on the Twitch or not, but our cleric is not very clericy.
Yeah, I noticed.
It's kind of like Critical Role. What's her name in season 2? Jester. She's not a very clericy cleric.
So, am I a very paladin-y paladin? Because this is the first time I've ever played a paladin. So, I thought I'd be I feel like I'm a little more cleric-y paladin than anything.
I think you work as a paladin. You're a very like you've got your like holy morals and.
I mean,
well, nah, you've been on a bit of a journey actually, which is kind of interesting because like you wanted to be a paladin, so like you started out like you want to be like a badass, right? I want to be a badass, and you were too anti against what your paladin oath was, and so I challenged you on that. I was like, okay, well, you say you're this. Doing that, and so then you're like, okay, I'll start preaching the word and stop swinging the sword.
Yeah.
And so now you kind of like you went from here to here, and you should be here.
Yeah, and I kind of like, but again, at level 3, you got to make your oath, right? You got to choose that oath, and it was gonna be okay. Let's go.
I wanted you the way you were playing. I was like, no, you're playing a vengeance
paladin, full on vengeance paladin. But that so didn't work with what the background of this guy was supposed to be. So, look, this is kind of cool. So, like, I
was just going off of what the player was doing.
Yeah, exactly. So, it has been an interesting journey, and it's like, oh, by the way, let's see if I can show you guys. Let's see if I can. I'll give you a little preview here. This is actually the perfect place to do this. Perfect preview of the new and improved.
You're doing it on Twitch. I can't see it.
No, I'm not doing it. Just give me a second. I'll share it. Hang on.
Okay. All I have is Discord open.
No, I'll. You'll see it if you. Okay. Yeah, I can show you on Discord too. Hang on. We're Age of Dragons, aren't we? Oh shit.
So answer your own question, John. What is your favorite class to play?
I had the most fun with Simi as the ranger, but it wasn't because of her class. I think it was just because of the character. But my favorite...
Because your GM was awesome?
Yes. that too, sir. That too. No, but I think my favorite class so far has been the sorcerer. Do you remember? You remember Aiden, right? The first guy that. So I got to. Yeah, I played it was a wild magic sorcerer, and it was. Excuse me.
Hello. Wasn't he a high elf, a hoity-toity son of a bitch?
Which a charger?
Oh, I say bad words as a kid walks in.
That's okay. He's got earbuds
Here's all the
in.
stuff that we took from here. We did some spring cleaning today, and we got everything all.
See, you walking in. You are not hiding. You have failed the stealth roll.
You failed the stealth. He can't hear you, but you failed the stealth roll, Justin. You failed the stealth roll. You gotta wave. We're on Twitch now. We're all on Twitch, by the way. We're live streaming on Twitch. Do you want to play an NCS song? Well, first of all, take those.
Your stealth was lower than my passive perception.
You want to play? What NCS song do you want to play? So, by the way, my son, his favorite music is NCS gaming music. So,
I don't know what that is. What's NCS?
So it's on NCS. It's this YouTube channel. Again, it's just copyright-free music. It's like techno music and stuff that gamers use to play in the background while they're playing a game. So that's what's playing on our Twitch right now.
Well, I don't hear it.
That's because you're not in. If you go to Twitch, you can see exactly all of us. You can see the chat. You can see.
Go to Twitch.
You don't need to go to Twitch to play the game. If you'd like to go see exactly what we're streaming, go to Twitch. Oh, stealth roll. Stealth roll. A little bit better. Oh, he's gone. He took the hide action.
No,
Look at that. He disappeared. He rolled high. I guess. Where did he go? I don't even have my dice here. All right. That's impressive, actually. He's very good at that. You want to pop up, Justin?
All right. No. So I got to turn the music on the Twitch and then off on Discord.
You want to pop up, Justin?
Right. So I got to turn the music on.
In your browser, Dusty, you can just go and turn the volume down. Is he peeking?
Yeah.
Hang on, Jess. Let's see if I can shut that down. No, I don't want to close that. There, oh, he's coming. There he is. Okay. What do you, Justin, what would you like? Oh, he's just being silly. Okay. So, now 9 o'clock. You so don't want to. It's Friday night, so the boys got no school. Okay, so no, I love. I love playing Sorcerer. Sorcerer, the magic is very cool. I love the fact that it's just sort of this weird thing within you. You don't need to read a book. You can't learn a lot of it. You just have to, figure it out for yourself. And I love that. I love that sort of raw, natural magic coursing through your body kind of thing. And it was very cool doing with we did fireball. And if you just lose control, the unpredictability of it is really cool. So that's what I like playing the Sorcerer. Dusty, how about you? What has so far been your favorite character?
Okay, I was trying to figure out all this technology crap. So I opened up this Twitch thing, and the lag is weird as fuck. Your image is near flipped. And then I got the overlapping of the fucking noise and shit wasn't working right. I was muting the wrong things. So you know what? I'm only got the Twitch on, which means I can't hear the techno music now. And looking at the fucking lag on the pictures on there, it's fucking me up. I'm just gonna go back to Discord and not look at Twitch. That looks better.
That's fine too. That's totally fine, man.
That's fair.
That's fair.
So that was like,
it's okay, Grandpa. The internet is confusing and scary.
It was like my experience playing Halo 2 back in the day. It was like it was supposed to be all cool and everything. And a buddy of mine got it for his kid. I was like, let me try it because we were there. And as soon as I had to push this thing to run this way and this thing to look that way, and I'm like doing this, I'm like, oh fuck no! I can't.
When you got the two thumbs, one thumb is move, one thumb is look. Yeah.
I'm done with video games. Yeah, I was like, nope, I'm done with video games. Super Mario Brothers or it. That's done. No, that's
he's like D-pad, A, that's it. No more.
I cannot run this way and look at that. That's fucking weird shit right there. Look at that. Oh, that doesn't work, man. Oh.
I thought you learned that in the Marines, man. Way. In the Marines, you learned that. Facing this way, but running the other.
But I'm on a fucking video screen on a fucking TV. That shit's weird, man. I got peripheral vision for real life. I got no.
That's perfect.
Peripheral vision on a goddamn video game. Yeah, I can do this shit in the real world with my M16 A2 service rifle. I can do that shit because I can see a lot farther than fucking 42 inches or whatever your 52 inches or 65 or whatever your TV is. I
If
can
you
see
get
farther than they
well,
show.
the thing is, you get 2 monitors. It's like a little bit more, you know. You
Do
get
they
There
give
you
you?
go.
Do they give you surround view?
You can. You
Yeah.
can. There's a
But
game I
now
play.
you could do it in VR.
You can do it in VR, so it's like literally you're there. Right? It feels
Then
like
I
Yeah,
got
you
my
literally turn your
my
head
peripheral
and
vision for me. Then good. No, to answer the question, I haven't played a lot of different classes. There's one class that I've predominantly played. We've done one shots. I've tried to do things that are not that. Like the gnome fighter was fun because he's like 3 foot tall, front line, strength of 18 fighter, and that's when I
That's awesome.
realized, it doesn't matter. A strength of 18 is a strength of 18, whether you're a half orc or a fucking 3 foot halfling. It don't matter,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
And so I was like, okay, that's a thing. You can be a halfling and wail just as much damage as a half orc can. So that was weird. But no, my favorite is the rogue. Has been even before I played D&D. I was looking in what, second edition.
Hmm.
When I was trying to get to start playing, and I was looking at the thieves, and I was trying to be all sneaky and all that shit. And playing them, that's what I really like. I like the stealthy, sneaky, um, shadows, all that kind of stuff. And so playing the what was the one that we played, Tomb of Annihilation. The
Tomb
Tomb
of
of
Annihilation.
Annihilation, that big ass dungeon at the end. That was like my bread and butter. I was like, hell yeah, bitches, layers and layers of dungeons.
You love sneaky climb walls, assassinate,
Oh,
right? So
yeah. I do.
and we do a on Wednesdays we have our Salt Marshes Isle of Dread stream as well. But we got Greg and Greg's uncle. Greg's uncle is Jeff, and he plays a assassin rogue as well, and he loves
An
first
assassin?
attack. Oh, he's an assassin, so like he wants to get the drop on someone and make one critical first attack. He loves it.
Well, that's
So
what the assassins do. Yeah,
yeah,
that's their only thing. That's their bread and butter is that one initial assassinate attack.
yeah. Well,
They're
he's also pretty good at fight. I mean, he's pretty good at fighting too. He's not like super tanky, but he's good at just getting. He's got mobile feet, so he goes in, gets his shots in and back, and goes away. So
When I was looking at my subclasses, I was thinking of that too, which is like Assassin's Creed, right? But then I was like, the Arcane Trickster is fucking more fun and role play and weird shit that you can do, and so that's what I like to do. A little bit of magic just to fuck with shit storyline wise. That mage hand and find familiar at lower levels to get the help action.
So we have cleric, sorcerer, and rogue. That was my question. Amber, do you have a question about D&D or fantasy role playing or anything for me or Dusty?
Well, so Dusty, I know you said your first DMing was with 5e. What's the first edition you actually played though?
It was the same time that I played, the same time I DM'd. We have a DM Dave, and I met Dave on. So I first started playing. I went to Meetup.com because I was finally tired of years of wanting to play and not doing it. And somebody said, "You know what? There's this Meetup." I'm like, "I'm not looking at date." They're like, "No. Meetup is like if you're looking for golf buddies or D&D people or whatever."
Hiking buddies,
I was like,
yeah.
"Really?" Yeah, hiking. And so I went on D&D, and then I found this guy that was trying to host a game, but he was looking for a DM as well. So Dave volunteered to be the DM. I wanted to play. This other guy had started it, and then that was about it. And so then I recruited more people that I knew, and we all started playing. The guy was an asshole, and so we decided, he was just like in real world asshole, not D&D asshole. And so we were like, we weren't having fun, right? And so we all decided to stop playing. And Dave was outside in the street in front of the guy's house, like, I like to play. I like you guys. I think you guys like me. Fuck this guy. We can play our own game. And we're like, yeah.
There you go.
So then I started hosting the game, and Dave was the one that was like my first, I guess, real DM. And he pulled out terrain and like 3D terrain and stuff and minis that first time. And I was like, what? I was told get a fucking piece of paper and a pencil, and that was it, bitches. And so seeing the real stuff, you know, the actual 3D stuff, would like really got me excited. I was like, I like this version of D&D better. And he's the one that told me, he's like, you know what? You don't have to have like played for years to become a dungeon master. And I was like, the highest level I had ever had a character. I mean, that point was like I got one up to 5th level, but I was probably only 3rd level when I started DMing. And I was telling him, like, but I don't know what a 7th level character can do. I don't know what 7th level bad guys can do. I don't know what can happen at 9th level or 10th level or 15th or 20th level. I got no fucking idea what's in the monster manual, buddy. He goes, it doesn't matter. You just play and you'll learn it shit as you go. And if you don't know the rules, you look them up or you ask somebody that knows. And I was like, you can do that? Yep. And he told me to go on YouTube and look up Matt Colville running the game series. And so I watched those and I just started playing and I decided, I found out that there are modules where people have already written the adventures. And I was like, well, shit, I guess that makes it easy. I'll do that. But I wanted to get one that would take players to level 20 because everybody says, the highest character I've ever had was level 7 or 8 or maybe a 10 or a 12. Never had a 20, right? Very rarely. And I was like, well, fuck it. I want to run a campaign that goes all the way up and let's do it. If I'm gonna do it, let's do it. So I found the combination of Horde of the Dragon Queen and Rise of Tiamat, which is supposed to go to 15, but you can modify it. And I got the players to level 17. And so I pretty much was trying to follow in the book as it goes. But then the more I did it, the more comfortable I got. I started adding things to it. I was reading blogs online of other people that ran it and things that they've added to it. I was like, ooh, I like that. And so I made some changes. I made some additions. And at the same time, I was also crafting. I'm also not just trying to learn to D&D, to DM and to run the games. I'm learning how to build terrain pieces. I'm learning how to build all of this crap to put on the table, right? And so it kept me busy doing a lot of it. But that's what I like, is I like putting something that I built or printed or made or painted out on the table and have the players go, ooh, that looks cool. This enhances the fun of tonight's game session. That looks awesome. And that gets me going, oh, yeah. Or every once in a while, I do like a really good line or dialogue or something that I've written. And to be honest, there was times where I actually was trying to test out like dramatic dialogue. So I spent time like Google searching and how to write better, and I did this whole intro. And I don't know if John, you were there when they went into the Mirror of Dead Men, the swamps. And so
no, I wasn't.
And so I spent all this time creating this super descriptive intro in what they were seeing and smelling and feeling going into this swamp. You know, how the temperature is hot and sticky, and like gnats are like buzzing in your ears, and the suction of the swamp water and mud as you try to lift your boots up. And I did all of this stuff. And I tried reading it, and it gets interrupted by fart jokes and the shit that happens at the table. And so I was all butt hurt that everybody's like just talking around and not listening to this intense dialogue that I spent hours trying to create, and I was like searching the thesauruses for like changing words out and shit. I mean, I spent way too much time trying to do this, and that group of people could give two fucks about that.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, fuck it.
All your best intentions as a DM can get screwed up by players who are just like got a different agenda, right?
And then I find when I'm a player, I like to do that same shit too. I like to interrupt and try to say something funny or goofy, and I like to fuck shit up too. So it's like I can't be mad at them because that's the player too. So So I just had to learn what to spend my time on, and I've decided the dialogue part is not what I like to focus on. I like to spend my time more on the physical things that I can place on the table when I can. But so yeah, I started off the same time I was a player. That was what, maybe in probably 2018, 19. So about 3 or 4 years ago. And we finished Rise of Tiamat, and then I decided, okay, now I'm gonna try to stretch my DM wings, and I want to do a homebrew, right? Not a pre-made adventure. Let me just make one up as we go. But all I knew was what I just did, so I was like, well, let's just fast forward 500 years, and I've gotten a different book, the Legendary Dragons book, which is D&D 5e friendly, but not made by Wizards of the Coast. And so that's where your Dragon Rider and all the other stuff that you guys haven't seen yet, and the Dragon Hunter are in there, but there's lots of stuff you guys haven't been exposed to yet. And there's stuff in there that you guys aren't utilizing, like the magic enhancements with the dragon parts. But anyway.
Yeah.
So I got excited about reading that book when I was like trying to prep for a homebrew, and I used that. I intertwined what I already knew, which was Faerun, Sword Coast. That's all I knew, right? So I had to stay with what I knew. I wasn't gonna build an entire world. I'm not building a planet and fucking continents and fucking cities and fuck that. No way. I'm not inventing deities and classes and politics. I was like, nah, fuck all that. That's not what I want to do. So I just used a world and I modified it the way I wanted it, as I did in my intro. I think you watched that little intro video I did when you were first, when I was first considering putting you in. I mean, at least I give the link to everybody to watch it. I don't know if they do or not. And then
I watched it.
And so then, and that's what I do. And so now I like it. I was telling Eric, he was asking, he's looking at DM this year that we're in now. He's got a campaign he wants to put together.
So Dusty, do you like DMing better, or do you like playing better, or is it depend on the mood kind of thing? I mean, you love your minis, right? You love. I mean, you are so good at putting those environments together, and I'm taking it a big assumption that you love that part of this too, right?
I've invested now way too much money into this hobby. I've got, as you saw with my Bones 5 back Kickstarter, all these minis that I can't even put on the display shelf. I got to get another display shelf, and then to try to paint them all. I haven't even painted any of them. But yeah, so I got all that, and eventually I want to get it all organized. I custom built this game table. I do enjoy DMing. I would say I do like DMing probably better. However, I do really like to play. You know, we always want to be a player too. And so being able to run 1 week and play the next week is really nice. But I do find that I don't like to play with certain people, and that's why I'm not playing in a group that I was with initially. Because one of the players decided to become a wizard, and this individual didn't play in a style that I agreed with. This is an individual that would unload every magic spell that he has. The first thing that happens in the game day, like it's, you know, like we just had breakfast, right? And we walk outside and we're going to go to the fucking outhouse, and there's a squirrel, and he unloads his, highest level spell.
Fireball. You don't deserve to live.
And then he's like, the player demands that we have a long rest so that he can get his spells. And I'm like, dude, it makes no fucking sense. It's not even midday.
Yeah.
And you want us to stop for 8 hours. So now that it's fucking 8 o'clock at night, and then we're going to be up all night because now you've got your spells and stuff. Shit didn't make sense to me, because to me, when I'm a player, I'm trying to think like my character, and I want to be in that world and in that zone. And he wanted to play as a player, not as a character.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, you're video game player. This is not a video game, and it really pissed me off,
Right.
and so I had to stop playing with that group.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the interesting thing, right? I mean, it's who you're playing with. I mean, if you ever want to go and see some interesting stories, you go to Crit Crab. Go to YouTube, Crit Crab. He does these horror stories or sessions gone wrong kind of. He basically reads Reddit posts on I had this bad experience. This DM did this. Oh, we lost Dusty.
Dusty left.
He left. Yeah. This DM did this, or this player was doing this, and I mean, it's just interesting to see how, I mean, it's weird that just having somebody read these Reddit posts. Hey there, he's back. Because I'm not going to go to Reddit and read a bunch of D&D horror stories, but I can put on the background some guy telling me what happened. But again, yeah, you have to have the right balance. You have to have the right players. I still always feel that the dungeon I like both. I mean, I originally got into D&D when I was in I guess in the equivalent of junior high. I think it's 8th or 9th grade. It wasn't even AD&D. This is, I think, 2nd edition at the time. This wasn't AD&D. This is like the box set. This is like the red box set, the blue box set, the basic expert. What was it called? Basic expert companion. What was it? Immortal and something like that. Sorry. Basic, expert, companion, master, and immortal. Those are the 5 levels of these packages. And I never got to a point where we played past level 3 or 4. Because I played with some friends. Once in a while we get together, have a good time. But I just like the DMing, looking through the guides and making up my own stories and adventures more than, we didn't have this regular session that we would do it like all the time. And I did that just for a couple of years, and I love the maps and the adventures and the thoughts going in my head. And I hadn't thought about D&D for forever. And I'm now in my late 40s, and it was 2017 when we moved to SoCal. And we were living in Irvine, and we had this there was a comic shop called it was Alakazam Comics.
Oh yeah, that's the great comic store.
Yeah, and it's a really
huge
cool place.
Back room.
So that's where we played. So the back room where it was their storage, their comic storage area, but there's enough space.
Yeah, they got a
these
ton of back
out.
issues back there.
Totally. So that's where I just said, what the hell? It was just weird, spur of the moment, kind of like, yeah, you know what? Something. There's also been in the back of my mind. So I've got a 10-year-old. In the back of my mind is, and I work in IT, so everything's technology. I like video games a lot. I mean, but I know that you lose connections. Amber, you were saying you got the support personality, right? So have you ever done a DISC profile, a DISC?
Yes, I'm big C, little S.
Yeah, I'm a big I, little D.
Oh.
So if you know,
interesting.
So I is like extrovert. You like interacting. You're social, super social person, is what it means. D means you're like the directive. You're driven, directive. That's what people see me as, but I'm not as much in my own. I'm big I, small D. But the weird thing is, deep down, I know that I'm an S as well, because I get along so well with my support and my legal colleagues and RevRec colleagues, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, I digress. So I was like, there is something pure about role-playing games and about sitting around and telling stories, thinking of things and coming up with ideas that is so different than sitting in front of screens all the time, right? And I went to the comic shop and I thought, okay, this is cool. They got a D&D night. Oh, that's cool. Can anyone do this? And I joined on these Wednesdays, and I was like, it's just bringing back some cool memories. And then I got into 5e, like, oh, this is what the new edition is. So I started reading all this stuff, and we did Forge of Fury, which was it was I think it was an original, maybe version 3 or something module, but they've had it in Tales of the Yawning Portal. So it's run as a short. It's not a campaign, more just like a one dungeon. And it was totally fun. Two-handed or dual wielding fighter that was I just loved it. We killed a dragon at the end, and it was awesome. But then I did it for a little bit, but we moved over to Aliso Viejo, over where we are now, and I wanted to say, hey, this is great. I love the DMing aspect of this. Like, let's create my own stories. And that's where, similar to Dusty, we did, okay, let's do a meetup. And I said, I want to, hey, meet up, retro D&D, people who haven't played for years. Why don't you come to my house? My wife is like, you're going to let a bunch of strangers come into your damn house? What are you doing? And then we had
He said, no, in the garage.
I said, no, they're D&D people. How bad can they be? Then Dusty came in and she goes, oh, no. No, then we had like, I think it was 4 or 5. There were like 50 people that said, yeah, I want to join. And I ran Lost Mines of Fendelver, like the basic, the starter kit. And it was cool. It was fun. And that was where we met Dusty. We met,
we went through like 8 people or something.
We started with, there were like,
because there was a couple
3 or 4
the
people that joined originally.
Yeah.
There was like someone she joined. There was one that joined. She moved, so she didn't continue. There were 2 more that sort of were.
Oh yeah, the girl that went to Texas.
Yeah, the girl went to Texas, right? I think she was originally from Arkansas though, or Kentucky or something, but she'd moved out here for a little bit. Anyway, but it was fun to sort of, again, I'm not a big mini person. I don't have, like, terrain wasn't the big thing, but I like the table mats, and I got to, draw the map and stuff, and that's where I met Dusty, met Mark and Barb, and then eventually Troy Miranda, which I don't think you know. But we had it was a lot of fun doing that. We had a guy named Kyle. After the first session, he said, okay, well, he was like fine with DMing. He DM'd, what was it? Waterdeep?
Dragon Heist?
Dragon Heist. And then I got to use my player. I went through, I got to play and had built my character that way. And then we kept going, and we did Tomb of Annihilation. So I was the DM again, did Tomb of Annihilation. That was a deeper module, learned a lot about, pacing and certain things that you can add to your own, add it to your own adventure. The great thing about modules, though, some are really well written. I think, Dusty, Rise of Tiamat and it's a good module. Tomb of Annihilation is also a very good module, very detailed, but I could have sped things along a little bit, especially around the wilderness part. There's a lot of wilderness stuff in Tomb of Annihilation, but
yeah, you already chased us out of the wilderness. I wanted to keep exploring. Like, no, you gotta go here. Go there.
Well, to be honest, we could have spent there was like half the wilderness, not even half the wilderness you explored, but that was like 20 sessions, like 20 weeks. Just going through jungle and shit. It was like, you like it, but I'm like, there is a climax to this. It's like, there's
a story here we need to get to.
Tomb of Annihilation. There's like, and by the way, in that tomb, there's like 6 deep levels that you want to.
Oh, no, John, check it out though. As a player, you gave us a map that was blacked out. It's like, all right, if you move into this hex, then I'll open it. I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm gonna zigzag across this continent, motherfucker. Okay. Open up the map.
Exactly. So
like,
you guys did.
Go here. In the dark spot in the middle of this dark blackness. Go right here. I'm like, no. You're like, do it. I'm like, fine.
But I haven't seen that corner yet.
But there was supposed to be, like, this is like the death curse. Like, people are dying left, right, and center around the world. You got to go figure out what's causing it. Like, nah, thousands of souls dying. I don't give a shit. I want to go see the map, what the map's at, right? But I didn't do it. I was like, okay, I should have put some of that urgency in. Like, hey, by the way, your best friend, you just killed him. That's how, that would have been, I was thinking about what it could have done better. Some things around pacing, like, hey, I need to push you for certain reasons, and it makes you connect a little bit more. of how to do something, not just because the DM says so, because
But-
your character feels that you need to do it, right?
We did acquire a ship,
You did get a ship.
a crew
Yep.
for the ship, a permanent spot on the marketing dock in the docking port area.
Yep.
We created a trade route from Chultz to Waterdeep. And then we created a merchant line to our empire we were building in Waterdeep.
So that's also kind of the thing. So Dusty, you'll appreciate this. So in my if I would love to do a sequel to Tomb of Annihilation, right? It would be kind of cool to say, hey, you guys, here are a couple of years that have passed. The mighty misfit empire.
Asshole got resurrected because you didn't actually kill him.
You guys are still alive. Nothing saying you weren't alive, right? So, anyway, the point was, as a DM, I learned a lot about doing certain things. The only way you're going to learn what's going to work is by doing it. So, and now I have a session. Unfortunately, it's only remote. Well, fortunately or unfortunately, it's only remote. We do it on Wednesdays, and it's got some similarities to Tomb of Annihilation. There's a ship. There's wilderness. But it's very much homebrew. It's not really a module. I'm sort of taking. There is a little blatant plug. So there's Isle of Dread. This is a original expert. This is like not even second edition. An homage that Goodman Games put together, and it's an island, and you go and explore it. So, but what I've done is I've put a whole bunch of my own stuff in here, made it a bigger, it's a bigger adventure for the characters, and I can speed up pace by saying, okay, yeah, maybe there's a whole bunch of black hexes here, but you know what? Certain things allow you to see in multiple, not just this hex, but hexes around you, or you're finding maps that reveal more of the wilderness, or but it takes some time, and it all depends on your players. So
I'd say on your tone of, as you're playing, you learn and you discover things and you get better. That's what I like about being able to be a player with other DMs.
Yeah.
Is when I sit there, first I have to get over my greedy player self, because I am a greedy player. I like to be in the action all the time, and every once in a while I gotta be like, stop it, because everybody else wants to do shit too. So stop, because I always want to do something, and I gotta stop myself.
You do, Dusty. You always want to jump in there, right? Yep.
And then whenever I finally get myself to say, all right, shut up, let other people do something, then I get to focus on what the other DM is doing, and I can take mental notes of I like how that just went down, or the way that he or she said that, or explained that, or described that, or dealt with that situation. And then I get to grow as a DM from that as well too, or get reminded of, oh shit, I knew that, but I haven't been doing it that way. So, and then it reminds me to, you pick up things like that. And that's what I like.
Good example, Dusty, is so in Dave. So when he was doing his DMing, he always, whenever there's a skill check or ability check, he always tells you what the DC is, right? So I originally was never doing that. Like, hey, just roll it. I'll tell you if you make it or not. But he would always say, hey, DC of 13 or DC 17, beat the 17. So it seems minor, but it helps as a player. You're like, okay, I know what I got to roll. And whether I think it's hard or unfair or not doesn't matter. At least I know what the number is to beat. And it keeps the DM a little, keeps them real. Sometimes it's really important, though, that, I don't know about you, Dusty, but, for my rolls, when I do monster rolls, I keep it, it's a DM only. I do a DM only roll. But if someone questions it, I can always say, hey, if you ever want to see it, it's here. But I don't want to show everything, but DCs are I think that's fair kind of thing. And Dave, as a DM, was good at doing that up front. So I learned that from him.
Yeah.
I don't know. When I was DMing, I DM'd for my family. That's it. So it's not but there were points where they'd want to do something, so I tell them to roll for it, and they'd mess it up, and I'd be like, no, you passed. Go ahead. You know, because
That's
it's just like, yeah, 3. No, you know what? Yep, that's all you needed. You're good. You know, because it would be something that like I know that would bring them enjoyment in the game itself. You know, to like
goal.
let's see where this
goal
leads.
is to make everyone have a good time, right? Or to help everyone have a good time.
I remember from one of Matt Colville's videos. I don't remember which one it was, but he was like, as the DM, don't call for a roll if you already know what you want to happen.
Sure.
Like if you want that person to automatically succeed, then you just do it as story defined. It's like, okay, so you want to jump off the table.
You do it, yep.
Table and do the splits on the floor. Perfect. You do that. You don't roll in acrobatics or whatever, because anytime you make them roll, that's because there's a chance it doesn't work. And that was one of the things that he said is like, there's something that you want to succeed or to happen or to whatever, then don't ask for a roll. And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but I want them to think that there's not a chance. There might be a chance that they fail, even if it really isn't one.
And then one thing that I got from Critical Role when they were in between season 2 and season 3, when the other girl was DMing for like the summer or whatever it was. Did you watch that?
No. I only watched the snippets.
So they had somebody else sit in Matt Mercer's chair and DM for, I don't know, like 10 sessions or so, like a mini campaign.
Okay. And
one of the things that I noticed her always doing was, as she calls it, let's let the dice tell the story. And you know, it was like anytime they wanted to do something role play or story wise, she'd be like, okay, like what would make most sense for that to be kind of a role, and then roll for that, and then either it was really good or really bad, and then that would decide the story. And so she was really good at opening my eyes to that, is like, let the dice tell the story, because you know that's what makes it spontaneous, that's what makes it interesting and unique, versus
that can also make it creative. There's an element of randomness in life, right? So that's kind of cool. That I think that's a really
and then when you have like 4 or 5 of those different things string together, then it creates a unique situation.
I'll give you one example where I'd love that too. So some of the characters, when we level up, I mean, Dusty, you say, okay, you max hit points. Some people say just choose average. I love the roll aspect of when you level up for hit points, because
make them roll too.
It can be fantastic or it can be crap, but that helps to tell the story. Why did you only get 2 hit points when you leveled up? Oh, we had this terrible fight with a dragon. I got really injured and my recovery is taking a lot longer. I don't have this stamina that I thought I did. Or, you know, why did you just max your hit points? Because I heroically, you know, I was spending, you know, hours fighting my way through this cave and blah, blah, blah. So you have to think about what that would, like, how do you tie in that to the story? I think that also was kind of fun too. Most of my characters don't like, or the players don't like to do that, but I love to do it.
I got the max from watching Dave. And my interpretation is twofold. One, it makes sure the PCs feel stronger like heroes, because that's the whole. My interpretation is D&D is for the players. The players are going to win. The players are going to be heroes. The players are the key players in this story, right? So it makes them feel cool when they max out their hit points, especially when you're starting in the first 3 levels.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is he says, because you're maxing out your hit points, so do my monsters. So be fucking aware, which allows the battles, instead of being like 1 or 2 or 3 rounds, can actually be more exciting, right? Or more dangerous. Cool. Not that I've always had my monsters maxed out, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, it's good enough. Average was fine.
But Amber, so you said you've DM'd for your family, right? How did it go? And did they enjoy it? Did they want to go play again, or what was the result of it? Yeah,
so like I did it out of necessity, because in order to play, we needed a DM. I was the person who had the most experience playing, as in any experience playing. So I was the one who did it. But like, I mean, I on the one hand, I loved the world. Like I went way too deep into it. Like I had the whole plot laid out. You know what I mean? Like all the way through. Because I kept finding modules that would like, some of them were homebrew, some of them were official, but I saw a common thread through these ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, it was actually going to be really cool. Where like, you know, this druid nobody that they met like at level 1 or 2 ends up being the big bad at level 20, you know, and he brings forth all these other monsters that they had fought along the way as a kind of like, you know, so it was going to be really cool. And we got like maybe 5 sessions in and I was just done. Because every time I'd have to, you know, I'd draw the map up. I was you know, like we didn't even have mini. I literally printed minis, like just paper, you know, just like folded little pieces of paper. So we couldn't have the fan on because we made that mistake once and the flew everywhere because they're just little pieces of paper. Like, it was so much work for me to like do all that, and then I had to be the one to set it up. I had to be the one to take it down. I was like, it was fun. Like we had fun, but
people don't understand that the work of a DM is, I mean, it's, I wouldn't say thankless, because the players, most of the players we play with understand the complexity and the effort required, so people appreciate that. But it's in what's the right way to say it? It's engulfing. It's all consuming, right? So in some ways it's great. I've been thinking about our island and what the next chapter is gonna be, and you just like, oh, well, what about this monster? Oh no, I really was gonna have this monster. It's like this great story that you want to tell. You're the playwright. You're the screenwriter for the next best picture, right?
I'll give you two examples on that. Is several weeks ago, a month ago, whatever it was, we went on a vacation, wherever it was, and we were driving back. I'm driving back. Right? I drive at night because the kids are asleep in the car, and it's easier to drive while they're all sleeping, and then I'll sleep when we get where we're going. Anyways, so I'm sitting here by myself, right? She tries to stay awake. He's like, no, just go to sleep. She's asleep. I'm just driving, and I'm putting all this story in my head. I'm like, okay, so my party is here. This is where they're going to go next. So they're about to finish this up. So where are we going next? And so I literally designed everything that you guys are currently doing and probably the next 4 or 5 sessions, because I can never judge how fast you guys do something. I had this shit planned out for months.
Yeah. So, I mean, the good news,
right?
So
that was cool, right? And so when she finally woke up, I got stopped at gas, and she woke up, and I told her, I told her all this. She goes, "That's actually pretty cool." And then a different version of this, right? So you do that stuff because like the story part. Then like last night, I was sitting here and I turned on the Twitch, and I was working on minis for you guys for tonight, and about 4.5 hours, and I didn't even finish painting what I was started out painting. And so the hours you put into, especially when you're trying to craft and or print and paint minis, even printing them, you still have to print them and fold them and cut them and put bases on them and everything. So that's time as well too. And like I got these fucking 3D printers running. I mean, and then it's like insane because like the resin one is a pain in the ass to clean up because it's toxic, and then the other ones that I bought 2 printers, and I stole one from Steve, so I've got 3 fucking 3D printers in my house now.
What?
And
see again,
anyways,
it's a good example.
I do all this, and then I find myself printing files on the internet.
It's a good example of how there's different styles for different DMs. Like that's it's not my thing. Have you guys ever seen Henry Cavill and his discussions about Warhammer? Because Superman, like he's like full on. He just comes out. He's out of the closet now as a proper geek that loves Warhammer. There's the painting mini aspect and then the gaming aspect. And I think it was on Graham Norton a few weeks ago, and he's like, "What? Like he just like that's just you're playing with toys." And then there's other actors going, "I want to play with you, man. That looks like totally like fun."
Yeah.
But there's the mini part of it, and then there's the story-ish part of it. The minis I love looking at and buying but I don't have the patience. just don't have the patience for the
Yeah.
drawing. But that's everybody's different, and but I love the vibe that it creates when you, I mean, especially Dusty, you go all in with like the ambiance and stuff. And hey, shout out to our non-sponsor, the Cantrip Candles. You know, just they're non-sponsors, but they should be.
I swore
They're
for
great.
over a
Those
year.
are really nice.
I swore for over a year that I would not paint fucking minis because that's detailed work. It takes forever. I got a shit ton of minis. I literally swore on my fucking videos and my cameras. I was like, I'm not gonna ever get into painting. Fuck that bullshit. And now I do it. Now I do it.
Yeah.
See, this is why I just order the skinny minis.
Those are cool.
They do all the work
Skinny
for me.
minis are very cool too. So, and let's see if I can. No, I'm not going to share it. You'll see it. You'll see it at our next session.
Yeah, but
you
there's
will
a
see it at our next
difference.
session. Wilbin is actually in the flesh or in the plastic. So he's been
There's
ordered.
a difference between a skinny mini Tiamat, and then pulling this motherfucker out and dropping this on the table.
That was pretty.
Right?
That's pretty epic.
Right?
Man. Yep.
Yeah.
And you compare this
What was that thing?
next to like a dwarf mini here, right? So it's like
There's some though, like, see, the problem
Like,
with
what?
minis in general is they're, you know, you keep buying them and that's money. Everyone you buy. Skinny minis are the same way. Like, I mean, I'll buy certain sheets of them, but I have to pick and choose, because if I had all of them, I'd be draining my bank. I mean, I'm already draining my bank account on them, but if I was actually getting all of them, I would be poor, you know?
Yep.
But they have like giant, like big sheets of just that the whole sheet is one. And I think one of the ones they have actually is Tiamat among others, but they do have like huge ones. I ordered one of the ones I ordered for this is a red dragon that you can like kind of how I can do it now where I can slot in to ride it. They made a bigger one, so as Kenny gets bigger and older, as breakfast grows, I'm gonna have like a big ass dragon to ride in on. It's gonna look awesome.
Hey,
you're right. It's a hobby, and we choose, you know, to put money into it or not. Like, you know, I started with like the rollout mats that you can dry erase on, and then now I've got a 65-inch TV and a custom built table.
Yeah.
That's, you know, that's money that could have been somewhere else. But my wife had told me, it's like, if you can, like when I started making and selling the potion jars, it's like, you know what? If you make money off of that, you can use that for your fucking game shit. So I'm like, all right. And so I use my gaming selling shit to support my habit.
My wife says, hey, it doesn't even matter about what you're spending it on, as long as, you know, better that you're going to play D&D and using your brain than going out just drinking and being stupid and partying. So, although I'm a little old for that, but still, you know, better to play D&D with a bunch of friends and hang out and talk about dragons than, you know.
That's similar to what my wife said too. She goes, yeah, I'm more happy with you playing D&D than going out to the strip clubs.
You got pretty much exactly. You got it. So hey, what about Dusty? How about the question for us? We've already done one question. What about your question? Hey, by the way, that's what Eric's wife said too. By the way,
good.
So Eric's wife also said better that he does D&D than.
Oh, there you go. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to the strip clubs. Yeah. Question I would have, and if Eric's listening too, then is, as players in my game, because there's times where I just totally forget to be focusing like on the game and like being a vessel to your guys' fun. What are some things that I could do as a DM that would enhance your enjoyment of our game? Is it, you know, whatever it is, whether it be like more descriptive explanations of territory, of like visual scenes? Is it more fighting? Is it more role playing? Is it trying to get into voices? John does a good job of like getting into voices. That's not something that I've been really good at yet. Is it more visuals for the table.
Not more visuals for the table, Dusty. I think from my
easing up on
perspective,
rules,
that's
being
like
hard levels.
you're like fantastic with that. So that's I would say.
So like what?
Yeah. I mean, look, it's you mix it up more than well enough. I think there's a combination of role play and combat, and I like both. What would be cool, and you've done this a couple times, but maybe even a little bit more regularly, like even within one session, where you say, okay, we're gonna do the skill check section now, and then we're gonna have a combat section, then we're gonna have a role play, right? So, like, I think that skill check. The good thing about skill checks is it brings everybody in there faster, right? So like, hey, you got to go do this. You're in a chase. What do you do? Okay, I do this. Okay, great. Roll, done. And it's sometimes that can speed things up a little bit, especially when we have we've got a really good group, but when we have the full house, when we get 8 people, it slows down, right? And it's partially because of us.
The timer out.
The timer, yeah. I think the timer, yeah, but you could also help the build it into our DNA where, okay, guys, not every session, I don't mean every session, but if you regularly had more of a chase or skill place and then a role play place and then a combat, sometimes it mixes it up a little bit, a bit. I'm not saying you don't do it, but that's just initial thoughts again.
Good, I think. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Don't worry about the voices. I mean, the one thing that I've learned, I'm not going to get good. I'm not going to go. I'm focusing on the things I'm good at. I'm not going to, and I might want to try to do a little bit more of some other things, but I'm not going full into minis. Like, if you want that, don't come to my games, right? But so focus on your strengths, right? So if you I don't want to do voices, don't do voices. DM, it's your call. No one's paying you to do this. I know sometimes you're like, you should be paying me to do this, but no one's paying you to do this, so you do. So you do what the hell you want. That's kind of what I would say on that.
Yeah, I think for me, I mean, it's been like you were saying, a real good mix of, role play and fighting, because the fighting's fun too. You want to get to that action, right? But at the same time, my favorite is the world building. I could sit there
empire building
when I started. Well, when I started just with my character, I don't just build my character and their stats and this is what they can do. I'm already my mind starts going, and next thing I know what their family's like. I know who their friends are. I know, what I mean? That's why I was saying with this character I have now, I know she's got 2 friends in town. One of them she doesn't really get along with. The other one they get along with really well. The one she met for dinner that one day, he's a half-orc, and he was the only half-orc. The other 2 were humans, and it was 2 humans, 2 tieflings. So the half-orc was kind of the mediator between the 2, because the other 2 always paired up. So that's why he went into law, enforcement, because he's always been the mediator, and that's what, what I mean? I'm growing, yeah. I don't even play that character, So for me, a lot of it is just world building and story and lore. So I do like that this builds off of your previous, even though I wasn't there for that adventure. Mm-hmm. I think if I was, it would be even cooler for me knowing that we're building off of what the previous adventure team or whatever did.
Yep.
I like that kind of stuff.
Cool.
But again, I mean, Dusty, you're a very thoughtful DM. You don't just say, hey, we're all gonna go hack and slash today, right? And I know when it's been a busy week. We there are times in our lives we're just yeah, holy shit. The fact that I have any time to be a DM is amazing. But the good news is you sort of like me as well. I've got my adventure, not planned, but I've got the rough outline. I see this whole thing as a movie. So my dad, who's not with me, he was a huge movie buff. He passed away a long time ago. He would have, he loved movies like you wouldn't believe. But it was all, movies are very scripted, right? It's a story. It's very linear.
Beginning, middle, end.
Middle, end. choose your own adventure books. There's quite a bit more. Well, it's a movie, but there's like multiple movies in here, and depending on the path you go, it's a completely different movie, right? But what we do in D&D, we're just providing a framework. We like, hey, we're doing a loose adaptation of choose whatever musical or adventure or whatever movie you want to do. Here's the outline. I don't have all the dialogue yet. In fact, I got no dialogue. Mr. A meets Mrs. B. They fight. They make up, right? So how do you play that out? I love the fact that this is a framework and a platform that we can go and put these elements together and just figure it out as we go along. And people, like, again, Dusty, with Wilbin, so my character has been he's going on this journey, right? I mean, he's this level, are we level 7 now? Yeah, seventh level.
Yeah, 7.
This is cool. I mean, gone through a lot. Met his long lost father. He's had a relationship with a half orc, which he likes, and then killed her.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
then killed her.
Wait, what?
You missed that part. You missed that part. He didn't know.
And then he killed her.
Yeah. Anyway, long story. You got to go back to some of the recordings, Amber. That was pretty good. That was a good testy little. Okay, you know what? DM and player, sometimes there's things that not always smooth. But it was, again, good story. I think the DM is, enticing me with a different deity. So I'm like, how do I, that journey is not set. I've got I don't know what the journey is going to be. I
legit was pushing you to switch to Vengeance Paladin.
I know. I know. And then I said, no, I'm going to be the Peacenik Paladin, which is interesting. And it's like, it's challenging to play that, but it's getting better, man. I mean, it's kind of like, hey, as you progress from 1st level to 7th level, your character's growing as a player. You also grow as to how that player interacts with things. So that's also a lot of fun, right? It's reading the novel that good character development is, hey, how did this guy deal with this thing? And, how has he changed and grown from it? So I just love the fact that we get to jump into that and individual things, Dusty, whether it's a chase or whether it's a particular fight with a boss or an interaction with a long lost father. I mean, it's exciting. Like, and I always try to talk to people who don't play D&D, and they go, well, that doesn't sound like fun. I'm like, you know what? Before there was TV,
you had to be there, man.
Well, no, it's not even had to be there. Before there were even books, how did humankind go and entertain themselves, right? I mean, the bard is the main way that people entertain themselves. Somebody's telling songs or singing songs or telling stories
around a campfire.
Stories around the campfire. So this is
What was the name of the girl? What was the name of that girl that we had, the bard, that she went off to college?
Oh,
what was her name? She was awesome. She did a great job with her character, especially as it being a bard, right? And I was really
not Chase.
Yeah, Chase was
Chase.
is Barbara Mark's friend.
I know.
But anyway, so I mean, I really wish that she would have been able to stay around because I really enjoyed her gameplay. She did. She was
good. Yeah.
She was really good. So that was good, and then
Darcy.
Yeah, Darcy.
No, she was excellent. Don't know what. That's too bad.
Again, I had because she was like Amber with like backstory and the acquaintances and this and that, and why is her character like this? Because the last 15 years she's been doing that, and I was like, all right. And so she gave me all this. I'm like, all right. And then I said, now it makes me do the same thing. I'm like, okay, so if 15 years ago her character was doing this, then in my world that means this was happening. And I was putting all this stuff together, and I had some shit planned for her that I had to unveil, that she didn't even know, that I had to unveil way earlier than I wanted it to be, because it was Bahamut. Yeah. But she didn't know she was going to be a Bahamut. And I was going to unveil that later on, but since she had to leave to go to college, I was like, fuck. It's too good to not pull out of the hat.
Exactly, no.
I just got to pull it out way sooner than I want.
That was such a good reveal, man. It was like a good...
her character was basically kind of like, she's like, well, he's kind of, she played a male character. It's like he's kind of like amnesia-ish. She's like, he doesn't really kind of know what he's been doing prior to being an adult. He doesn't remember his like childhood and stuff. And I was like, that's perfect because Bahamut wouldn't have a childhood. He transformed himself into it, and I was trying to see if it would fit. And when she told me that, I was like,
got it. Yeah.
This is gonna be good. But originally, my design was he was going to basically been using his body as a vessel, and he would come out, and her character would still be able to be alive and everything. But since she was leaving, he actually just polymorphed, and
okay.
So
yeah, see, I love that kind of stuff. I love when you can tie things in to the world, and really make it all interconnected and intertwined. Because if this was real, it would all be, everything has its thread.
Exactly.
So that's where Bahamut came from. It was one of our characters.
Wow.
There you go. It's Darcy.
That was in the party.
Yep.
Was fucking Bahamut.
That's awesome.
But this character didn't. So Bahamut gave himself basically amnesia, and when he transformed, and he trapped himself into this body because he'd already been punishing himself for. I already told you guys this, right?
Yeah.
This isn't stuff that you guys haven't figured out yet. So Bahamut basically was sad that his sister came out and was like threatening the world, and he wasn't able to stop her. But the Adders were.
Dusty, hold on a second. I don't know if we remember all this stuff, so you might want to double check to see if we did know all this.
I told you that.
I hope maybe, but
all right. Well, if not, you guys are getting some extra behind the scenes bullshit. That's what this is for.
There you go.
You guys then.
Yeah. Well, hey guys, look, we've been chatting and doing some trivia for 2.5 hours. That went by a bit.
We got 2 more hours, buddy. It's only 10.
No, my phone won't last that
long. No.
I won't last that long.
What I have noticed, actually, here's an interesting thing. So I've noticed on my Wednesday night games, we do 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 45 minutes max. Every one we've done, and it's always been, not enough because we want more. We absolutely want more. But it's also been perfect because we've never once said, "Oh, I'm just so exhausted. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta work." One of the guys actually gets up at 4:30 in the morning, so we kind of have to shut her down faster. But I found that 2.5 hours, Dusty, but you do it every week is a nice hit. You think you get the hit. I need the D&D hit, right? But anyway, guys, look, it was.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do up till midnight every single Friday. That would.
Maybe if I was in my 20s. Old. There's a lot of people do D&D like in their 20s and 30s. Like, oh, that would have been great. And I'm like, no, not anymore. Although I would love Dusty. I mean, if we did like a weekend, like every 6 months, or like after like a long time, we do like a weekend, like a full-on day session and like late night. Kind of a weekend session would be a lot of fun. Like a
D&D retreat.
D&D retreat, right?
We talked about doing that.
Yes, we did.
We talked about that, doing a camping trip where we would do that, where we would have basically like a an all day and all night kind of a session thing going. And that's when I was first looking at D&D, when I was back in my 20s, that was what a lot of people would do, is they would literally play Saturday. Yeah. What time on Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
No, Saturday.
That was one of when I was playing that halfling paladin or whatever. We were doing Pathfinder, but yeah, it was Saturday.
Great.
We'd go for it. Yeah, it wasn't every Saturday. It was like every other or every third, something like that. But it was the day. That was it. That's all we did.
So, but on that note, John, 2 things that I wanted to ask. I threw a text out and nobody responded. Next year, in I think it was May or whatever it was, like a year plus from now, there is a cruise that's coming out of California, not fucking Florida, that is going down to Mexico. That has a D&D added bonus into it, so you could either just do the cruise or you could do the cruise with the D&D stuff.
Who would go to a D&D cruise and just go to the cruise? No,
my wife. My wife.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the D&D players go to play, and then their spouses or whatever are dragged along, and they're like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go lay at the pool."
Yeah,
So
that's what it is. You're right.
So that's what I asked him. I asked him, like, well, is it like all or nothing, or can like if my wife doesn't want to do the D&D stuff, can she still come? And then he adjusts the price. And so yeah, so if you have like your spouse or a significant other or somebody that wants to come with you that doesn't want to do the D&D, it is an option because the rooms are double occupancy. So you either have to bunk up with somebody or take somebody with you.
Not 100% sure though why you would want to do a cruise. Like why wouldn't it just be go away like a retreat or like a cabin or something?
Because
cool idea.
They take care of the food. They feed you. You get to get off and check out Mexico in the sand, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Again,
I don't do cruises.
I mean, yeah, we could definitely just do like a camp. Oh.
I think that would be easier to do, by the way. But and we don't need to wait a year and a half. So,
yeah.
And by the way,
my dad has a cabin. I could ask him if he'd let me use it.
I did use a cabin up in Lake Arrowhead one weekend, and then that was a weekend that shit got blown up right before it. That's when Troy offended Dave, and Dave left the game.
Oh, was that one? That week? Yep.
And then that next weekend we were going up to the cabin to play, and Dave didn't come because he was done.
There we go.
But anyways,
a cabin, seriously, a cabin trip, or a weekend at a cabin, especially if it's like quote unquote off season, would be perfect. I mean, it's minimal coordination. The coordination would be who's the DM, what adventure are you doing, and then which players want to be there. I think. But
I think when we talked about it last, that's when Barbara was still playing, is we were talking about having you could do like a morning session and a night session, and then you could either do we could do one shots and figure out who wants to be a DM, and so somebody could do the morning, then we could have the afternoon to do whatever, and then the evening somebody else does a one shot. And so we'd already kind of talked about doing that kind of stuff.
And then you'd have to say, okay, well, we're going to take a break by watching Lord of the Rings before we go to sleep, and then we.
Then we have to have a midday break where we actually LARP in the woods.
We all gotta LARP in the woods. Yeah.
So we do have a solar power generator. We do have a projector, and we do have a screen that we could put up, so we can play Lord of the Rings.
There we go.
While we're camping,
so we need to make. There should have been a show called LARP in the Woods, or that's some movie called LARPing in the Woods, or it's a disease.
Well, here's my stance on the LARPing. I spent a lot of money buying minis and putting terrain together, and buying 3D printers and a table and shit and books and all this other stuff. I don't think I'm ready to spend money on an outfit that I'm only going to wear a couple of times like that. I'm not opposed to going out there and doing it, but putting all the money, effort, and energy to create a badass, legit costume.
I don't know.
I'm not there yet.
I'm not there yet in the LARP side either. I am, however, though, into the food. So you guys, you saw this, right, Dusty? We had a little.
We cooked on it.
We cooked on this. So this is the D&D Heroes Feast. Sorry, I have not planned this. These just happened to be the books are lying around. So this was a lot of fun. Basically, we're not LARPing, but we're eating with D&D. So imagine D&D, and we can do medieval cutlery and tankards and stuff, which would be kind of cool. And making something that's in that's for me that's all we need. Because again, I'm not gonna try to battle anything.
A tavern stew.
It's they all gather in a tavern. That's kind of the degree of LARPiness I think I would be able to do. But because again, I'm not gonna go battle. I don't want to go battle orcs in my head. I'm more than happy to do that. But anyway,
I just like the idea of other cabin owners being like, "What the hell is going on?
What the fuck are you guys?"
So you said you have access to this cabin. Where is it? Close driving, or is it far away?
It's an hour and a half.
Oh, that's pretty
I think.
close.
That's close.
Yeah, I want to say it's Arrowhead.
Yeah, that's close. And then, how many people can it hold?
I mean, I guess it depends on how they're situated. I've only been to the cabin like maybe twice. I know there's a room upstairs. There's at least 2 actual rooms, and then there's like a downstairs that's basically like they want it to be the game, kind of the game room area. It's just all I mean, hell, people could just splay out there with, sleeping bags or whatever. It just depends on how people want to situate it. I'm saying this, but I haven't. It's obviously I haven't talked to them about it too. So I'd want to make sure that they were okay with a bunch of random D&D people showing up at their cabin.
Well, hey, also, I mean, if
you want to have like a bachelor party at your place or some D&D nerds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Amber, if you want to, that'd be kind of cool. Let's just, I mean, if you want to see if he's willing to do it, and we want to make sure it's worth his while as well. We don't want to.
Yeah, what would the cost be for us to
find out
do
what the
that?
cost would be and stuff, right? So we'd be
okay.
I think there'd be some.
Yeah, I'll ask him next time I talk to him.
Definitely be some interest. So.
All right.
Anyway, guys, hey,
yeah,
look,
it would be fun. Hey, at least we'd be using it.
Yeah, exactly. If it's sitting there doing nothing, at least it gets some use out of it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, look, I gotta get going.
Yeah, we could promise to clean up afterwards, so they'd be kind of like a free cleaning.
Yeah, we're
There
cleaning
you
up
go.
afterwards. Yep. So,
Yeah.
guys, hey, that was a nice little session. Thanks for joining our trivia night and just chatting. And hey, Eric, thanks a lot for participating in the chat, man. It was there were 4 of us.
Oh, wait a minute. Did Eric ever answer my question about how I can be a better DM?
He
Give more inspiration tokens out.
I think Mark is bogarting them all.
Yeah, he totally is.
Is he saving up for 10?
I'm pretty sure he is.
I think he's saving up to trade it in for the 10. Because that's something new that I'm trying out that's never happened before.
Dusty, just let me give you here's the last things that Eric said before I said, Eric, do you prefer I said, Eric, do you prefer DMing or playing? And he goes, I haven't DM'd much, just like 2 sessions, and it was fun, but it was nerve-wracking. And then when we started talking about how it's nicer to, our wives like the fact that we do D&D rather than go out and get drunk in the bars, he says, yeah, that's what my wife said. Just kidding, I don't have a wife. And he goes, and he goes, Dusty, I think you do a great job. The props are awesome. And he goes, yeah, we love our side talks. Haha, oh man. Good night, guys. No problem. It was cool. I don't know what the timeline of everything was there, but that was just the raw chat feed. So
very cool.
Okay. All right, guys. Hey, thanks a lot. Have an awesome one. And Dusty, we got a little bit of our D&D hit tonight. So have a good one, Amber. Hope you're feeling better. Looking good.
I officially request no more trivia that includes Star Trek.
I'll, you know what? I think
I disagree.
If we like this, let me see if I can put a couple more interesting questions together, and we can do this a little.
There you go.
So, all right, guys, have a good one. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Thanks for everyone watching. Thanks everyone, all 4 of you, 3 of us, for watching. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Yay.
Ciao.
Bye.